మేడం
Today
ప్రొసీడ్
I'm
కండి.
going to discuss about. Okay. Today I am going to explain about total internal reflection and its applications. Okay. Before going to know about the concept of total internal reflection, we must be familiar with some of the words like refraction and optical density. What is meant by refraction? By yesterday class means by last class, sir told about the refraction and optical density. Okay, so refraction means where the light enters from one medium to the other medium. Okay, when the light travels from one medium to the another medium, what happens? Bending of light can take place. Bending of light takes place. Where this bending takes place? At the interface. Interface means here interface of the two media, okay, at the boundary line. Okay, so at the boundary, when the light enters from one medium to the other medium, refraction and bending of light takes place. The process of bending of light is called as refraction. Okay, so then what is the meaning of optical density? Okay, optical density. Optical density is different from mass density. Already sir clearly explained last class, right? Mass density means it is nothing but the ratio of mass to the volume, which already you studied in your lower classes. Okay, at your lower classes, you already studied about mass density. But here it is completely different. That is optical density. Optical measures how much of in which medium the speed increases and in which medium speed decreases depends upon the refractive index value. Refractive index value. Already sir told about what is dense medium and what is rare medium. Now we just recall that one. Okay, the medium whose refractive index is high, the medium whose refractive index is high is called as a denser medium, and the medium whose refractive index is low is called as a rarer medium. Okay, here we have two different media. One is denser medium and the one is rarer medium. Okay, on which it depends. It depends upon the refractive index value. Refractive index value is normally denoted by a letter small n. Okay, small n tells about the refractive index value. Okay, we have two media. One is rarer medium and the one is denser medium. Okay, what happens in the case of denser medium? Denser medium means whose is high, and in that medium automatically the speed of light decreases. Means in optical denser medium, the light travels less medium, that index is low, and in that medium the speed of light is high. Means the velocity is high. The velocity of light is concept which already we discussed. Not water. Here I am taking glass medium. I have two different media. Okay, A refractive value as 1. Glass having the refractive value maybe 1.5 or 1.6. Okay. Let us consider glass having value of 1.6. Okay. When I am comparing the refractive index value, n value of air is 1. Okay. N is equal to 1 for air, is equal to 1.5 for glass. Okay. Among these two values, which one is bigger? 1.5 is bigger. Means glass refractive index value is high when compared to air. That's why glass is considered to be the denser medium. Air is considered to be the rarer medium. Okay, this is the boundary line which divides denser medium and rarer medium, air and glass. Okay, now see here the light is entering from air medium to the glass medium, air medium to the glass medium. When you are observing, some dotted vertical line is there, na? So here some vertical line is there, dotted line, in dotted. That is called as normal. Normal means a perpendicular line. Okay, to the surface, when you draw a perpendicular line, that's called as a normal. Okay, here when you observe the figure carefully, this is a vertical line called as normal line. Okay, when you incident a light with some angle, okay, that angle is called as angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. See, this vertical, I am drawing with red color line. Okay, this one is a normal. Okay, here, see, this one is the incident ray. This one is called as an incident ray. The angle made by the incident ray with normal is called as incident angle I. Here, I is called as incident angle. Okay, this incident with some incident angle, when light is incident at boundary, what happens after traveling through, or if it travels in another medium, what happens? Bending takes place, means refraction takes place. What happens here? Here, when you observe, the angle decreases, means angle of refraction or refracted angle is less than the incident angle. I is greater than R, or R is less than I, means refracted angle is less than incident angle. Refracted angle is less than incident angle. Why? The light is entering into the denser medium, na? That's why automatically it bends towards the normal, okay? So when light enters from rarer medium to denser medium, what happens? The light ray bends towards the normal. Okay, where is normal? Red color line is normal. Okay, the light ray bends towards the red color line, means towards the normal. Okay, this is the condition when light ray enters from rarer medium to denser medium. Okay, now we will see what happens when light enters from denser medium to rarer medium. Okay, now see. Here, see this diagram. Again, see here, two types of media are there. One is water, another one is air. Okay, already I told you the value of air is nearly equal to 1, and the water refractive index value N is equal to 1.33. Okay, 1.33. Among these two values, which one is higher? Which one is the bigger value? 1.33 means water acts like a denser medium, air acts like a rarer medium. Among these two media, one is denser, another one is rarer medium. Okay, see this diagram carefully. This one is a boundary line. Boundary line means the line which divides the two media is called as a boundary line. When you see this figure carefully, here again there is a dotted line called as a normal. Here, when you observe the figure carefully, the light is coming from denser medium to rarer medium. Okay, in the previous case, what happens? Rarer to denser. Rarer to denser. That's why that line bends towards the normal. Again, here see, this one is a normal, and here the light which is coming from denser medium makes an angle I. Okay, this one is the incident angle. See, what happens after entering into the rarer medium? It is away from the normal. It means it is moving away from the normal, the refracted angle. See, observe what happens here. I is less than R, or R is greater than I. The refracted angle is very high. Okay, when this happens, when light enters from denser medium to rarer medium. With denser medium to rarer medium, when light travels, the refracted ray, the ray which enters in second medium is called as refracted ray. The light ray which is incident is called as incident ray. Observe here, only two rays are there. One is the incident ray, another one is the refracted ray. Okay, incident ray is in the first medium, refracted ray is in the second medium. When you observe the angles, the angle of incidence is less than the refracted angle. This happens when light enters from denser medium to rarer medium. Denser medium to rarer medium. Okay. So final conclusion is bending of light takes place, but bending of light can occur in two ways. One is bending towards the normal in case, bending away from the normal in another. Okay. So bending towards the normal when it occurs when light ray enters from rarer to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. When light ray enters from denser medium to rarer medium, it moves away from the normal. Okay. That. So now we are going to the new topic. Okay. Before going to the new topic, I think already we have some idea about denser medium, rarer medium. Okay. Here see this diagram. Here they are the color they're two different. Okay. The white color part and the down part is blue color. Let us consider this one may be the water. Okay. The upper part is rarer medium. The bottom part is denser medium. Means optically denser medium and optically rarer medium. Okay. See this diagram carefully. Here, see, I am drawing just here. Light is entering from denser medium to rarer medium. Okay. Here you didn't observe any bending. Just the light is completely transmitted from one medium to the other medium. Okay. Already we discussed about that. When light enters from one medium to other medium, bending can take place. But here, why here the bending does not occur means there are two different situations where bending does not occur. Okay. What are those two situations? Means when light incident perpendicularly, means it is making an angle of 90 degrees. Okay. When light incident perpendicularly or along the normal, when you incident the light along the normal, bending does not occur. Okay. That is the first situation. Okay. What is the another situation? Another situation is we should take two media. Those two media having nearly equal refractive indexes. మీకు తెలుగులో ఒకసారి చెప్తున్నా చూడండి అమ్మా. మామూలుగా రిఫ్రాక్షన్ అంటే మనం ఇంతవరకు ఏం చదివామంటే బెండింగ్ జరుగుతుంది అని చదివాం. ఓకే. బెండింగ్ ఎప్పుడు జరుగుతుంది? ఆప్టికల్ డెన్సర్ మీడియం నుంచి ఆప్టికల్ రేరర్ మీడియం కి వచ్చినప్పుడు కానీ, ఆప్టికల్ రేరర్ మీడియం నుంచి డెన్సర్ మీడియం కి వచ్చినప్పుడు కానీ మనకు బెండింగ్ జరుగుతుంది అన్న. మరి ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ లో ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ కేస్ యూ డిడెంట్ అబ్జర్వ్ ఎనీ బెండింగ్ ఆఫ్ లైట్. వై డు వీ డిడెంట్ అక్కర్ మీన్స్ నేను ఆల్రెడీ చెప్తున్నాను టూ డిఫరెంట్ సిచ్యువేషన్స్ లో we can't observe any bending. Okay. What are those two situations? Is when you incident the light normally or along the normal, bending does not occur.
మేడం షేరింగ్ వెళ్ళిపోయింది మేడం.
అవును సార్ ఎందుకు వెళ్ళిపోయిందో తెలియదు సార్.
సరే మేడం.
Here, so they are the two different situations where bending does not occur. One is when you incident normally, when you incident the light ray with an angle of 90 degrees, or the two media having nearly equal refractive index value. Okay. Then see this second diagram. Here, when you observe this one, see, this red line. Okay, the word red line already, this one is called as a normal. This line is called as a normal. Here I am incidenting the light ray from denser medium to rarer medium. Here what you observe, the light ray bends. Why? Because here this one is a denser medium and this one is a rarer medium. Okay, I am indicating D as a denser, R is a rarer medium. What happens here? What this is one is a refracted angle. One is incident angle. Okay. I'm incidenting with some incident angle. What happens when light enters into the rarer medium? It moves away from normal. Then you observe maximum part of light gets reflected. Only little bit of light gets reflected in the medium. Okay. Then now I am just increasing the incident angle. Okay. Now I am just increasing the incident angle. When compared to previous value, just what happens? I am increasing the incident angle. Okay. Here previous incident is grazing an angle of 90 degrees. Okay. The maximum refraction occurs. Okay. Here the refracted ray does not enter into the denser rarer medium and not enter into the medium. Okay, just measure the interface line or a boundary line. Okay, so at what angle the refracted ray makes an angle of 90 degrees is called as critical angle. At that moment, the incident angle is called as a critical angle. ఇది మీకు ఇంకా బాగా అర్థం కావాలంటే అమ్మా ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నానంటే నేను డెన్సర్ మీడియం రేరర్ మీడియంలోకి లైట్ రేని ఇన్సిడెంట్ చేశాను. ఇన్సిడెంట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏమైంది, కొంత యాంగిల్ తో నేను రేరర్ మీడియంలోకి వెళ్ళింది కాబట్టి ఏమవుతుంది, ఇట్ మోస్ట్ అవే ఫ్రమ్ ది నార్త్. ఇంకొంచెం యాంగిల్ ని నేను ఇన్సిడెంట్ యాంగిల్ ని ఇంకొంచెం పెంచితే ఏమైంది అంటే ఆ రిఫ్రాక్టెడ్ యాంగిల్, ఇక్కడున్న ఈ రిఫ్రాక్టెడ్ యాంగిల్ ఇంకా పెరిగి ఏమైపోయింది, ఆ రిఫ్రాక్టెడ్ రే మెర్జ్ అయిపోయింది. మనకున్న ఈ ఇంటర్ఫేజ్ లైన్ తో మెర్జ్ అయింది. ఓకే, అప్పుడు మన రిఫ్రాక్టెడ్ రే నార్మల్ తో ఎంత యాంగిల్ చేస్తుంది అంటే 90 degrees చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఇదెంత యాంగిల్, 90 degrees. ఓకే, అట్ దట్ మొమెంట్ ద ఇన్సిడెంట్ యాంగిల్ is called as a critical angle. At that moment the incident angle is called as a critical angle. The angle of incidence which makes the angle of refraction as 90 degrees. Angle of refraction ని 90 degrees చేస్తూ వేసే ఇన్సిడెంట్ యాంగిల్ ఏమంటామంటే క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ అంటాం. ఓకే, what happens when you increase the incident angle అంటే when you compare these two situations, here I is less than C. I is less than C. Here what happens when I is less than C? The refracted ray makes some angle R. Okay. Then what happens when I is equal to C? When I is equal to C, R becomes 90 degrees. R becomes 90 degrees. What happens when I is greater than C? When I is greater than C, what happens here? No light ray enters into the rarer medium. All ray gets reflected back into the same medium. This is called as total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. You just remember a point, Nana. That point is not only one point, Nana. You just remember 3 points. Mainly there are 3 points you should remember. The first point is total internal reflection occurs when the light enters from denser medium to rarer medium. ఖచ్చితంగా లైట్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలి, డెన్సర్ మీడియం నుంచి రేరర్ మీడియం కి ఖచ్చితంగా లైట్ వెళ్ళాలి. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ది ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్ టు గెట్ ది టోటల్ ఇంటర్నల్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్. ఓకే, అండ్ సెకండ్ పాయింట్ ఏంటి అంటే వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఇఫ్ ద ఇన్సిడెంట్ యాంగిల్ ఈస్ లెస్ దాన్ క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్. ఓకే, see this diagram carefully, ma. See this diagram carefully. So here 3 different colors of incident lights are there, na. The first line which is in green color, okay, that is the green color line which here showing is this is I less than C condition. Okay, when you incident the light ray which is less than the critical angle, what happens? Light ray refracts and enters into second medium. Okay, this is I less than. Then what? When I equal to observe the figure carefully. What happens when I is equal to C? When I is equal to C, the angle of refraction or becomes 90 degrees, which is shown in red color. Okay, so the green color I is less than C, red color I is equal to C, and blue color I is greater than C. What happens when you incident the light ray greater than the critical angle? Critical angle కన్నా ఎక్కువ యాంగిల్ తో నువ్వు డెన్సర్ మీడియం నుంచి రేరర్ మీడియం కి లైట్ రే ఇన్సిడెంట్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, నో లైట్ రే ఎంటర్స్ ఇంటూ ద సెకండ్ మీడియం కి ఏ లైట్ రే వెళ్ళదు. ఓకే, ఆల్ లైట్ గెట్స్ రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ బ్యాక్ ఇంటూ ద సేమ్ డెన్సర్ మీడియం విచ్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ టోటల్ ఇంటర్నల్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్. టోటల్ ఇంటర్నల్
స్క్రీన్ షేర్ వెళ్ళిపోయింది మేడం.
అవునా సార్, మళ్ళీ షేర్ చేశాను సార్. షేర్
అప్పుడప్పుడు కొంచెం వాయిస్ కట్ అవుతుంది మేడం, ఎందుకు అప్పుడప్పుడు.
అవునా సార్, ఇప్పుడు స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అవ్వడం లేదా సార్?
కెమెరా ఏమైనా హాఫ్ అయిందేమో చూసుకోండి మేడం.
కెమెరా ఇప్పుడు షేర్ అయిందా సార్?
క్లియర్ గా ఉంది.
ఓకే. సో ఓకే సార్. సో టోటల్ ఇంటర్నల్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్, ఓకే, టోటల్ ఇంటర్నల్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్ జరగాలి అంటే వీ షుడ్ రిమెంబర్ మెయిన్లీ 4 points. The first point is light rays must travel from denser medium to the rarer medium. Denser medium to the rarer medium. That is the first point. What is the second point? If I is less than C, means if the angle of incidence is less than the critical angle, what happens? The light ray bends away from the normal, and it enters into the second medium. Then what happens if I is equal to C? If the incident angle is equal to the critical angle, the refracted ray, okay, merges with the boundary line, which is shown in red in color. Okay. Then if the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, all ray gets reflected back into the same medium. Okay. This process is called as total internal reflection. Okay. So see, this diagram already discussed in the previous diagram. Just you see. Okay. So here I am going to give all you n1 psi is equal to n2 sin r. See this n1 is first light is entering from dense layer na. That's why n1 is the refractive index of the denser medium and n2 is the refractive index of the rarer medium. Here I am taking two different media. One is water and the one is air. Okay. Here I is called as angle of incidence, R is called as angle of refraction. Okay. See this formula. In n1 place, just keep n badlu n1 pattern. And when you incident with the angle of incidence I is equal to C, అంటే మీరు ఏం చేయాలి? క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ తో కనుక ఇన్సిడెంట్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుందమ్మా? యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ రిఫ్రాక్షన్ బికమ్స్ 90 degrees నా. సో the angle of refraction R becomes 90. I is equal to C, R becomes 90 degrees. Okay. You are entering means here the second medium is the air medium. That's why the refractive index of N2 is considered to be 1. You just substitute the values in Snell's law formula. N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. Here N1 remains N1 only. Sin I, instead of I, we just replace I by C. Okay. N1 sin C is equal to, in the place of N2 you just substitute 1 and R becomes 90 degrees. Okay. N1 sin C is equal to 1 into sin 90. Sin 90 degrees is 1. Okay. So N1 into sin C is equal to 1 and N is equal to 1 by sin C. See this relationship. N is equal to 1 by sin C. N is equal to 1 by sin C. What is the meaning of that? The medium whose refractive index is more, that consists of less critical angle. ఏ మీడియం, డెన్సర్ మీడియం కి క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ చాలా తక్కువగా ఉంటుంది, రేరర్ మీడియం కి క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. ఓకే. దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్వర్స్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టు ఈచ్ అదర్. రిఫ్రాక్టివ్ ఇండెక్స్ అండ్ critical angle both are inversely proportional to each other. Okay. This is about total internal reflection. This one is not related to total internal reflection. Okay. So we have to remember the three situations: I less than C, I is equal to I greater than C. In case we get internal reflection, then the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. At that moment only we get total internal reflection. Okay. Then comes under applications of total internal reflection. Okay. This is the first application I am going to discuss. Okay. I think all of you see the types of optic fibers. Okay. Actually these optical fibers are used for the decoration purpose. Okay. Not only decoration, I think use are decorations. Okay. but these optical fibers has major applications. Okay, major number. Okay, maximum number of advantages of these optical fibers. Okay, now what are these optical fibers? Optical fibers are like thin hair like structures. They are very very thin. Okay, so what happens in optical fibers means in optical fibers we have to enter the signal at one end. Okay, the output can come from other end. Okay, the information which you are sending through optical fiber must be greater than the critical angle. Must be greater than the. If you incident the light ray into the optical fiber with an angle greater than the critical angle, with some angle greater than the critical angle, what happens inside the optical fiber? It undergoes total internal reflection and comes off from the other end. Okay, so this is optical fiber. Actually, optical fibers are used for transmitting audios and video signals through long distances, right? This is mainly based on the phenomenon of total internal reflection. These optical fibers are made of high quality materials. Okay, mainly how this structure would be like means optical fiber. The main part of optical fiber is core and clad. Core and cladding. Okay, the central part of optical fiber is called as a core. Okay, this core is coated by one type of material called as cladding. Okay, the central part is core and the outer part is cladding. Okay, to protect this core and cladding, there are some more membranes or protective membranes called as coating, strength membrane, and outer jacket. These are all the outer parts of optical fiber. But the main part of optical fiber is core and clad. Okay, what is core? Core is the central part of a optical fiber. This optical fiber central part consists of more refractive index. Okay, core having high refractive index. That's why core is called as a denser medium. Core is called as a denser medium. Cladding having less refractive index. That's why cladding is called as a rarer medium. Okay, here we have two different media. One is core and clad. Core having high refractive index called as a denser medium. Clad has less refractive index called as a rarer medium. What we do by using these optical fibers means here the optical fibers are mainly to transmit the information from one point to the other point. Okay, by using separate transducers, we just convert audio signals and video signals. We just convert it as a light signal. Okay, light signal ga మనం convert చేస్తాం. Now we just send this optic signal optical signal through this fiber. Okay, see this diagram carefully. Nana. Here, this is an optical fiber. You are just light ray. Okay, you are sending light ray from one end of the optical fiber and go and hit the outer region with an angle greater than the critical angle. Okay, it just hits the outer region with more than the critical angle. At what happens? Already we told that core is a denser medium. Okay, light is entering into the denser medium. Okay, if it is denser medium with greater than the critical angle, what happens? It bends. It bends into the same medium. Okay, no light ray gets refracted. Okay, it bends into the same medium. Again, this light ray touches the other end of the optical fiber. Again, what happens here? Here also the light ray undergoes reflection. Okay, here again it touches with greater than the critical angle. Again, what happens? Again, reflection takes place. Total internal reflection. Again, here a third time also it touches the optical fiber with an angle greater than critical angle. Okay, the structure of optical fiber is like that. Okay, if you bend the optical fiber also, inside the structure of optical fiber is multiple total internal reflections takes place. Not only one single reflection, the multiple reflections takes place inside the optical fiber. Okay, there is no loss of information inside the optical fiber. Even for 1 kilometer also, nearly more than the 95% of information will be transmitted from through these optical fibers from one end to the other end. This is also called as pipes. Okay, not only for decoration purpose, it's also used for telecommunications. Okay, and Actually, I think you heard the word of broadband. Okay, so in telecommunication it plays a major role. Okay, so what are the applications of optical fibers? Okay, so before going to tell about the applications, once I am repeating, optical fiber consists of two types, mainly two parts: core, clad. The central part is called as core, the outer region called as cladding. Okay, core is a denser medium, clad is a rarer medium. Here we are sending the information in the form of light through core. Okay, the light is entering into the denser medium with an angle greater than the critical angle. Okay, here we are sending the information more than the critical angle. What happens inside the core? So multiple reflections takes place and the information comes out from the other end. Okay, so the total internal reflection takes place inside the optical fiber. What are some of the applications? Optical fibers are used in various fields like civils, industries, in military applications, broadband applications, decorations, and telecommunication purposes. There are so many applications. I think you know about the endoscope. Okay, endoscope means I think I think everyone knows about the endoscope. In endoscope, what they will do means they just insert two types of optical fibers inside the body parts. Okay, inside the body parts they send two optical fibers. One is for light. Okay, to see that organ or to see that injury part. Or okay, they will send one optical fiber for lighting purpose and some other for recording the data, or they use it for one for camera. Okay, so to see the what is happening inside the inside the body part, they fix one camera for the optical fiber to see the images of that part by the doctor. They will send multiple optical fibers inside the body. Okay, this is endoscope. For endoscope, this is one of the application of the optical fiber. Optical fibers are used in endoscope also. Okay, then comes to say about the second application of total internal reflection. See the diagrams carefully. Okay, mirage. Okay, what is mirages? ఏమంటామంటే ఎండమావులు అంటాం. ఓకే, మీకు ఇది ఇంకా బాగా అర్థం కావాలంటే మనం ఎండాకాలంలో బాగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే దూరం నుంచి రోడ్ మీద వాటర్ ఉన్నట్టు కనిపిస్తుంది, కానీ అక్కడికి వెళ్ళేటప్పటికి అక్కడ వాటర్ ఉండదు. అవునా, ఇక్కడ నేను ఏవైతే మీకు పిక్స్ షేర్ చేస్తున్నానో స్క్రీన్ మీద, see it appears to be water on the roads, but when you go very near to that area there is no water. That is an optical illusion. Optical mirage means it's an optical illusion. Illusion అంటే ఏంటి? లేని దాన్ని ఉన్నట్టు చూపిదాన్ని illusion అంటాం. ఓకే, సో this mirage is one of the optical illusion. Okay, how we can relate this mirage to total internal reflection means just listen. When we see the objects, actually when you are able to see a person, మీ ఎదురుగా ఉన్న బుక్ని కానీ పెన్నుని కానీ, అంతెందుకు మీరు చూస్తున్న ఇప్పుడు లెసన్ వింటున్నారు కదా, మొబైల్ చూస్తూ మొబైల్ లెసన్ వింటూ ఉన్నారంటే మొబైల్ కూడా మీకు ఎలా కనిపిస్తుంది? ద లైట్ రే మస్ట్ ఫస్ట్ ఇన్సిడెంట్ ఆన్ దట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అండ్ ద లైట్ రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ రేస్ రీచెస్ యువర్ ఐ. ఓకే, రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ రేస్ మీ కంటికి రీచ్ అవుతూ ఉంటే మీరు ఆ వస్తువుని చూడగలరు, రైట్? సో ఇన్ డెజర్ట్ ఆర్ in some parts, when here see the diagram carefully, here sun rays which are coming from the sun just incident on tall objects. Okay, see what is this pink color lines? Meer observe chestu unte nenu different figure lo meeku lines anni kanipistu unnai kada. Okay, what are those means? Here a region which here there is a road or the surface. Here I am dividing the air surrounding by the person or surrounding the road into different layers. నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నాను అంటే ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ఎయిర్ ని మనం ఎలా డివైడ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే డిఫరెంట్ లేయర్స్ గా డివైడ్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, the air which is very near to the ground on hot summer days, I am telling about at hot days or hot summer days, the air which is near the surface of the ground is very hot. Okay, and why it is very hot? The light rays are directly incident on your roads and the roads get heated up, then the air which is nearer to the road is very hot. Okay, the hot air having very lesser density, so means the optically denser medium. Okay, at certain height, when height increases, what happens? The air just cools down, and when you go at heights, automatically the air gets cooled up, and that cool air considered to be the denser medium. That cool air considered to be the denser medium. Here, to just for our understanding, I am just dividing the air into two types. One is hot air and cool air. Okay, which one is considered to be the hot air? The air which is very near to the surface or the ground or on a road is very hot air. Okay, above that hot air there is a cool air. Okay, one is optical rarer medium and another one is the denser medium. Cool air is having less density. Cool air having denser medium and hot air is called as a rarer medium. వేడి గాలి rarer medium గాను, చల్లని గాలి denser medium గాను ఉంటుంది. Okay, what happens when light ray incident on a tall tree? What happens? The reflected rays from the tree travels through different layers of air. What are those different layers? Depending upon their temperature, we have different layers, right? Different layers of air. Okay, when light enters from one layer of air to the other layer of air, what happens? Refraction is occurring. Okay, means from denser to rarer. అంటే పైన ఉన్న చల్లని గాలి డెన్సర్ మీడియం, కిందికి వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఏమవుతుంది? వేడి పెరిగే కొద్దీ బాటమ్ లో హాట్ ఎయిర్ ఉంటుంది, పైన చల్లని గాలి ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది? లైట్ రే ఈస్ ఎంటరింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ కూల్ ఎయిర్ టు hot air. Okay, while it was traveling through different layers of air, refraction is occurring. Okay, bending away from the normal, bending away. At one of the stage must be greater than the critical angle. See this here. What happens when light enters from cool air to hot air? Here, when you observe the figure carefully, no light enter into the hot air. It just reflected back in the cool air only. It just reflected back and reaches the observer. Okay, you observe that light does not enter in the hot air. Okay, the observer, the light appear to be coming from somewhere. And an inverted image is appearing for the observer. An inverted image of the tree is observed by the observer. Means an illusion of water is there at that point. Okay, an illusion of some water is there at that point creates in the mind of observer and creates some optical illusion called as a mirage. ఇక్కడ జరిగేది ఏంటంటే, మనం డైరెక్ట్ గా ట్రీ మీద పడిన రేస్ డైరెక్ట్ గా మన కళ్ళని చేరితే మనకి ఎలా కనిపిస్తుంది? ఎలా ఉన్న ఇన్వర్టెడ్. మీరు ఆల్రెడీ లోయర్ క్లాసెస్ 10th లో చదివింటారు ఎరెక్ట్, ఇన్వర్టెడ్ అని. ఎరెక్ట్ అంటే అప్రైట్, ఎలా ఉన్న చెట్టు పైకి ఉన్న చెట్టు పైకి ఉన్నట్టు కనిపిస్తూ ఉంది, తలకిందులుగా ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తుంది? పడిన రేస్ ఏమవుతున్నాయి అంటే, పైన ఉన్న చల్లగాలి నుంచి గ్రౌండ్ ని తాకున్న వేడి గాలి వరకు ట్రావెల్ చేసే క్రమంలో ఏమవుతుంది? ప్రతి లేయర్ దగ్గర రిఫ్రాక్షన్ జరుగుతూ వస్తుంది. ఒక క్రమంలో ఏమవుతుంది అంటే, ఆ రిఫ్రాక్షన్ జరిగేటప్పుడు ఒక నెక్స్ట్ ఆ హాట్ ఎయిర్ లోకి ఎంటర్ కాకముందే, మీన్స్ ఆ కూల్ ఎయిర్ లోనే, ఆ డెన్సర్ మీడియం లోనే పడే యాంగిల్ క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ కన్నా ఎక్కువ అయినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది అంటే, ఇట్ జస్ట్ కంప్లీట్లీ రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ బ్యాక్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ మీడియం. అంటే హాట్ ఎయిర్ లోకి లైట్ రే ట్రావెల్ చేయకుండానే కూల్ ఎయిర్ లోనే అది ఏమవుతుంది? కంప్లీట్ గా రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అయ్యి అబ్జర్వర్ ని రీచ్ అవుతుంది. కానీ అబ్జర్వర్ కి ఎలా కనిపిస్తుంది? ఇట్ మే బి కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ సమ్వేర్, ఎక్కడి నుంచో వస్తూ ఉన్నట్టు అది ఒక ఇన్వర్టెడ్ ఇమేజ్ కనిపిస్తుంది. ఎవరికి? అబ్జర్వర్ కి. ఆ ఇన్వర్టెడ్ ఇమేజ్ ఎప్పుడు మనకు యాక్చువల్ గా ఇన్వర్టెడ్ ఇమేజ్ ఎప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుంది? వాటర్ లో కదా. ఇట్ క్రియేట్స్ సమ్ ఇల్యూషన్ ఇన్ ద మైండ్ ఆఫ్ అబ్జర్వర్స్ కాల్డ్ as mirage. This is about mirage. So this is one of the application of total internal reflection. Okay, next, what is the third application? The third application is brilliance of diamond. Okay, so it's very easy to understand. Already when you see your textbooks or the values of refractive index, the highest value means the greatest value of refractive index is for diamond. Diamond refractive index value is 2.42. See, so 2.42 is the refractive index of diamond. Okay, n value చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. Already in our previous slide I told you n is equal to 1 by sin c. The one which having high refractive index having less critical value. Okay, in the case of diamond, if the diamond having high refractive index, the critical angle is very less. Okay, so light ray easily enters into the diamond and easily enters into the diamond. Okay, inside the diamond, it undergoes multiple reflections. Multiple reflections inside the diamond can take place because of less critical because of its less critical value. Okay, a diamond having so many cuttings inside the diamond. Because of these cuttings, the light ray inside the diamond undergoes multiple reflections, and at each and every reflection it gives some sprinkle, మెరుస్తూ ఉన్న భావన కల్పిస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకు అంటే మనకు క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ చాలా తక్కువ కాబట్టి, ఓకే, ఈజీగా లైట్ ఎంటర్ అయిన తర్వాత డైమండ్ లోపల క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ తక్కువ కాబట్టి లోపల ఉన్న కటింగ్స్ కి ప్రతి కటింగ్ దగ్గర లైట్ క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ కన్నా ఎక్కువగానే ఇన్సిడెంట్ అవుతూ వస్తుంది. అలా లోపలే మల్టిపుల్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్స్ ఉన్న, అంటే రిఫ్లెక్షన్ జరిగిన ప్రతిసారి మనకు ఒక మెరుపులాగా కనిపిస్తుంది డైమండ్ లోపల. అలా ఎందుకు ఇలా మెరుపు? క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటే అంత యాంగిల్ తో లోపల ఇంటర్నల్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్స్ జరిగిండేది కాదు. కానీ డైమండ్ ఉండే హై రిఫ్రాక్టివ్ ఇండెక్స్ వాల్యూ వల్ల క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్ చాలా తక్కువ. కాబట్టి ఇట్ అండర్గోస్ సో మెనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్నల్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్స్ ఇన్సైడ్ ది డైమండ్, అండ్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఇట్ షోస్ సమ్ sparkles. Okay, so this is one of the application of total internal reflection. And see this diagram. These are the two prisms, right? So prism is actually made up of some glass type material. Okay, glass type material. Already I told you glass having the refractive index value of 1.5 or 1.6. Okay, when you substitute the value of n as 1.5 or 1.6, okay, you get the critical angle value as 39 degrees or 41 degrees. 39 degrees or 41 degrees. You get this value. Okay, see this diagram carefully. Here two rays are incidenting inside the prism. When you observe this one is a normal. Okay, the incident angle is here 45 degrees. Means now glass ki enta undali critical angle 39 degrees kani 41 degrees kani undali. Okay, they are the critical value of glass material. But here you are incidenting the light ray either A or B. Both are that is 45 degrees. They are incidenting the light ray with an angle of 40, means greater than the critical angle. You are incidenting the light ray with an angle greater than the critical angle. What happens? Total internal reflection takes place, and an inverted images are formed inside the prism. Okay, here when you observe this, the incident AB, okay, AB, and the outer output is A dash B dash. Okay, here how much of angle changes? 90 degrees. Okay, so right here inside the prism the light ray bends by 90 degrees or by 180 degrees because of total internal reflection. See this diagram here again from the other edge. Okay, so from the hypotenuse you are incidenting an light. You just place one object AB in front of a prism. The two light rays A and B both will incident on a prism with an angle 45 degrees, which is greater than critical angle. What happens? Total internal reflection takes place, and output comes as A dash and B dash with an inverted image. Here the image suffers, or the images changes by angle of 180 degrees. Okay, here in this diagram it changes 90 degrees. In the first diagram angle changes by 90 degrees. In the second diagram object angle changes by 180 degrees. This is one of the another application of total internal reflection. Okay, just these are the four applications of total internal reflection. Okay, so in today's class we mainly concentrated on that point. ఎంత యాంగిల్ తో నువ్వు ఇన్సిడెంట్ చేసినప్పుడు రిఫ్రాక్టెడ్ యాంగిల్ బౌండరీ లైన్ తో మెర్జ్ అయిపోయి యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ రిఫ్రాక్షన్ 90 డిగ్రీస్ వస్తుందో, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ క్రిటికల్ యాంగిల్. This is the situation. Okay, so it measures the interface line. Okay, that is about critical angle. What is total internal reflection? Total internal reflection ante enti? When no light enters the medium, all ray gets reflected back into the same medium, called as total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. These are the two conclusions. Okay, one is critical angle and the total critical angle, the refracted ray merges with the boundary line. When we will get total internal reflection, when we will get, there are the two main conditions, very important conditions. Those two are light ray must travel from denser to rarer, and the angle of incidence must be greater than the critical angle. Greater than the critical angle. Okay, at that moment only we get total internal reflection. Then, what are the applications of total internal reflection? One is optical fiber. Okay, optical fiber main parts is core and clad. Core having high refractive index, clad having low refractive index. Light enters inside the core with more than the critical angle. Multiple reflections takes place, and output comes without maximum more than 95% of information can come out from the outer part of the fiber. Okay, and second application is mirage. Okay, mirage means what happens here also. Light ray undergoes multiple reflections inside the air, and the refracted ray does not enter into the hot air medium. It just reflected back in the cool air, and for the observer it appears to be coming from somewhere and observe inverted and cause an optical illusion of presence of water there. This process is called as mirage. And third application is brilliance of diamond because of high refractive index, it having a less critical angle. Because of this less critical angle, the light will very easily enter into the diamond and undergoes so many multiple reflections inside the diamond because of the cutting, and each and every reflection we get sparkles. And fourth one is into the prism. It may sir.
మేడం అయిపోయిందా మేడం?
Sir, అయిపోయింది సార్.
మేడం
ఓకే
ఓకే మేడం, థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం, బాగుంది మేడం.
సార్ వీళ్ళకి ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ అడగండి సార్.
సరే మేడం, అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తాం మేడం.
అన్మ్యూట్ చేయండి సార్.
ఎస్ మేడం, ఓకే మేడం.
Students, have you any doubts, Nana?
No, ma'am.
అవునా?
Madam, slides ఒకసారి పెట్టండి మేడం.
స్లైడ్స్ సార్ షేర్ చేస్తారమ్మా, షర్ఫుద్దీన్ సార్ షేర్ చేస్తారు నాన్న.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం.
ఓకే సార్,
ఓకే మేడం, బాగుంది మేడం, వెరీ నైస్.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే.
Thank you, teacher. Bye, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Bye, Nana. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.